Hello and welcome back to the Faithful TV. On the agenda in this week's video we have 2 defeats in a row, how do we move on, a West Brom preview and all of the summer transfer speculation. So starting at the beginning, the 2 defeats in a row came away to Chelsea and away to Everton. Now, although we dominated possession in both games, you can only really say we deserved to win one of them. The game against Chelsea, we went down to Stamford Bridge, played against champions-elect, the team that's been top of the league for the whole season, and we absolutely dominated them. Obviously, Mourinho had set his side out to defend, to contain us, and then to strike when there was that golden opportunity, because he knew he was going to get that opportunity, and his game plan went perfectly. But in terms of our own performance that day, we held the ball well. We didn't really give them any chances except for the goal they scored, and we created our own chances as well. So I think that game at Stamford Bridge we was unlucky not to get a draw at least. Now a lot of people are saying we didn't test their goalkeeper, but you can create chances without the goalkeeper making a save. For example, Wayne Rooney in the first few minutes was inside the box and he put his shot wide. He had a header that went over the bar towards the end of the game, and also Falcao broke through one-on-one and hit the post. Now the keeper didn't make any saves there, but all 3 of them you would expect those strikers to be finishing. So that game at Chelsea, very unlucky to lose, but roll on a week away to Everton, we dominated possession, but we didn't create a thing. Everton absolutely controlled the game from start to finish. Now you may think it's crazy saying they controlled the game when we hope we won the territory battle, we won the possession battle, all that, yada yada, but Everton created the best 3 chances of the game. They created the best 5 chances of the game. We didn't do anything. It was just passing it sideways, passing it around the box, put a few crosses in. Fellaini should have scored in the first half, but that is about it. So from those 2 games, Chelsea unlucky, Everton we thoroughly deserve what we got. So how do we fix it? That takes us nicely into the preview for the West Brom game. Tony Pulis has got West Brom defending very well. Since he's taken over, they've moved further away from the relegation zone. They don't look like candidates to go down anymore. They've pulled up some impressive points. They drew with Liverpool last week. They went down to Palace and won a couple of weeks ago, and that's a place where City and Liverpool have both lost this season. This is a fixture we lost 2-1 last year. It was the early days of the Moyes era. It sort of that particular game exposed a lot of flaws in not only the players we had at the time, but the way Moyes played. This season we've drawn 2-2 with West Brom at the Hawthorns. Again, they was in quite good form, and it was a late Daley Blind goal that got us the draw. That was sort of the turning point for Fellaini in his United career. He came off the bench and scored. But I don't see there being any problems today in terms of setup. We miss Michael Carrick, and he's obviously pivotal. He's our key player. Everything revolves around him. When Carrick plays, everyone else plays well. It doesn't matter, it's not when Carrick plays well, everyone else plays well. Just when Carrick plays, everyone plays well. And Daley Blind is the obvious selection in that holding midfield role, but I feel he was a bit lightweight and became a bit exposed last week at Everton, and I personally wouldn't go for him in that holding midfield role at the moment. I don't think he's got the players around him that can support him. With Luke Shaw being injured, I would put Blind at left back, and I would keep that left side of midfield with Young and Fellaini, and I'd keep that. I'd reunite that trio of players, Blind, Young, and Fellaini, because it works so well against Liverpool and Tottenham. And I think Luke Shaw did come in and do well, but that's what I would do today because it's proved effective in the past. I would mix things up though, and I know there's been so much hype about it all season. Is Rooney a striker? Is he a midfielder? I don't think he's been doing it up top, and I'd move him back to the Michael Carrick role. I would put him in central midfield. I think he done pretty well there against Chelsea. I think he's a better option in that place than Daley Blind, so I'd move Rooney back, and I would give Van Persie a shout. He scored 2 goals in midweek for the reserves, and I'd bring him back in up top. What I'd also do is bring in Di Maria. He's been completely ineffective from the bench for the last few games. 2 defeats in a row, no goals scored, 4 conceded. It is time to change things. That winning formula has been figured out by the opposition. So yeah, bring Van Persie and Di Maria back in the side. Summer transfer speculation. This is going to be a very boring part because we've been linked with Memphis Depay, Gareth Bale, Gundogan and Hummels from Borussia Dortmund, Nathaniel Klein, Dani Alves, Seamus Coleman, Danny Ings. There's not a player we haven't been linked with really. The long and the short of it is you've got to expect Memphis Depay will join. He's got that bond with the manager. You know, he played under him at Holland. If it's a race between us and Liverpool, it's going to be the team that gets Champions League, and at the moment it's looking likely to be us, fingers crossed. A win today will take us that step closer. In terms of Gareth Bale, I said yesterday on Twitter, if there's a footballer out there, Gareth Bale is the one. I think he's going to be the best player in the world eventually. He can absolutely tear it up in England. We saw that for Spurs. Imagine what he would do for United. Just Gareth Bale at 100 million seems like a bargain to me. I would go all out to get him, even if it meant selling a couple of our current players just to bring him in. Gundogan and Hummels, again, they've been linked for a long time, for the last 2 or 3 years. People say neither have got the pace for the Premier League, but you look at John Terry this season, he's not the quickest player, he's never been the quickest player, and he's been head and shoulders above every other centre-half in the country. Sometimes you've got that first yard in your head, sometimes it's just all about your positioning, and I think Hummels has got that in abundance. I watched him the other night against Bayern Munich in the German Cup semi-final, and he was excellent. Nathaniel Klein, Danny Alves, Seamus Coleman, take your pick really. I'm not blown away by any of them, because I think Danny Alves will come over and find the rigours of English football a bit hard. Nathaniel Klein looks a good prospect, but as we've seen with Luke Shaw, who struggled from time to time, might not nail it down at United. And Seamus Coleman again is another one. He's gone quiet for the last few months, but he does look good going forward. But defensively, is he all that? Not too sure. All I know is the right back area is somewhere we definitely have to fix, because Antonio Valencia is not a right back and Raphael is made of glass and he's never fit. So that's the sort of points we're covering in this video. I just want to say a little shout out to Darren Fletcher, who's coming back today of West Brom. Absolutely tragic that you had to leave. Even more tragic that you fell ill in the way you did, and it sort of hindered your United career. Wonderful player, absolutely brilliant central midfielder. Would kick the ankles off anyone given the chance, and actually a really good footballer. He never got the credit for being as good a footballer as he was. Everyone said he used to go around kicking people, which he did, but he could also play as well. So welcome back today, Darren Fletcher. I hope you lose miserably, but it would be good to see you. If you want to talk to me, I'm on Twitter, it's at Nathon W, that's NATHONW. If you want to talk to any of the boys and girls from the faithful, just get in touch, tweet them, let them know your views, keep watching these videos, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we'll see you at Old Trafford. Prediction for today, I think it's going to be very close. I think we'll win 2-1. See ya.